automate most economically valuable work. Firms are also trying to preemptively ban any safety measures. Money is overcoming science and democracy.
I think the policymakers need to hear from people. The only voices they're hearing right now are the tech companies and their $50 billion checks.
There are also great people who have given up a lot of money to focus on raising awareness.
On the other side, you've got very well-meaning, brilliant scientists like Jeff Hinton saying, actually, no, this is the end of the human race. But Jeff doesn't have a $50 billion check.
I do think that something can change the game, and that is public opinion. When people start understanding at an emotional level what this means, things can change.
I love these final words from Bregman's Reith Lectures.
We know it will not be easy. The future holds no guarantees, no certainty that our species will endure or that our story will end well. But that has always been the human condition. What we do know is this: again and again, small groups of committed citizens have bent the arc of history towards justice. And whatever the outcome, there is beauty in the trying. Beauty in every act of courage, in every spark of truth. We cannot build monuments in stone that last forever, but we can build monuments in time.
I'm optimistic that it will become a public priority and will change course. Please help by talking about it wherever.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know.
Stop it! Oh, it's so weird. Stop. You know what? You are sick.
I mean,
Yeah.
Isn't it terrible?
Yeah.
How
Well, you're
terrible.
known for saying
Is that
outrageous
terrible?
things, Mr. Trump.
Who are you, Woody Allen? We want to know a little bit more about you guys, so we play this game here. It's called Fave 5. I'll ask the question. Ivanka, you answer first, and then Dad, you answer also. Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
Welcome to today's show, called The Idol That Ended the Human Species, on February 16th, 2026.
2 points before we start. 216 is the date, and that's 6 times 6 times 6 because we're all made of carbon and we're perishing. But 6 plus 6 plus 6, which is simple addition, is how a child would look at it. And they would multiply it that way. So that comes out to 18 or 1/8. And that's very significant. And the second point is that God, or the spark of nature and the force of all things, has divinely and strategically placed the souls that are left as warriors across the globe. And we are uniquely purposed and in position as the army that saves the souls. We were born for this time, and we are rising to the occasion. So let's find out who this idol is, or what an idol is that may or may not end the human species.
When the first righteous leader of the first people to organize allowed him or herself to be idolized, it opened a Pandora's box of dilemmas to confound mankind, the human species. The first step after the people and the leader allowing idolization is a scourge of laziness or loss of obligation that the common people previously held dear. This happens in tandem with the leader feeling glorified and exclusive. Overall, this creates a separation of values amongst the people.
So separations are the other side of the seesaw of unity, and altogether it spells us, unity and separation. Each one of us is one and many. So the first step is to allow the leader to be idolized, and for the leader to allow himself to be idolized. Secondly, it opens up the door for future unrighteous leaders to seize the weakness of the people leaning on idolization, and then they can be exploited as commodities or assets in their dependency. Looking back over time in hindsight, we can clearly see many clues and explanations in the symbols and the sounds of the 4-letter word idol.
Idol equals Idleness is the devil's playground, because when we are idle, it puts our neurons in our brain to sleep when we must rely on our emotions, where we can become weak and submissive to the suggestions of unrighteous leaders. The word idle equals I, dull. Idle equals I-D apostrophe U-L-L, which is I am the light. Idle, I am of the light. Idle equals I plus doll. Idle equals I'd plus L. Obligation of the L, the sprouting of man from the earth. Idle equals I Tao. I am of natural order and its power and intelligence. Seen again in dollar. That's doll plus R, and ARR means a thing repeating. Again in shekels, that equals shackles.
So idols and idolization creates a separation of powers and equality of the values amongst the members of the community, the women, the men, and the children. This leads to a weak-minded population who will run to what is known or provided by their idols, even if it will harm or restrict them.
This next section is called the Golden Age, minus the D. Minus equals mine and us, or harvest us as a resource. Remove the laws of parity and natural order. The Golden Age being promised is a mockery of the human value and is in actuality plans for a Golem Age where all humans become a pet dolls of the technocrats, fitted to perpetual bionic anatomies, augmented humans that are assets of the state.
In a word, yuck. So this idea of dark and light are never taught to us correctly, and it leads to constant focus on dualities. And these are imposed on us with memes or repetitions, also known as mimetic warfare. And this makes double speak okay with us and leads our minds to double think. It makes us put high value on duality, double speak, and double thinking. But this benefits and fulfills specific agendas to the rulers and does not benefit the population outside of the pressure it provides. The true natures of dark and light will release all chains and bondage. You know, every disease originates from foul thoughts, and it was discovered and proven in the 1880s.
This next section is called AI versus Hollywood.
A recent addition to our world is Seed Dance, or Seed Dance 2.0, released just a few days ago on February 13th, 2026. It uses generative AI and AGI. The Seed Dance decode in a word is C plus the ants, A-N-C-E. The D apostrophe relates to the central position or the child of God and the free will to keep or dismiss any idea. The section of the word spelled S-E-E is relating to the game plan of the sensual, perishing, mortal body. Ants is the manifestation of the spark of God into material form. It relates to the symbols S next to the symbols NS, and to the words S, E-S-S-E, and the word ens, E-N-S, in Latin. This relates to the appearance of Antia and Entia, of Dramatis Personae, in Latin times.
Seedance 2.0 makes videos and movies in short time with inputs of natural text, and then voila. From their website, it is built for creators who need more than basic video generation. It focuses on usability, realism, and control, making AI video creation feel intentional rather than experimental. Compared to earlier versions, Seedance 2.0 delivers stronger performance in complex motion, multi-character interaction, and audio-visual synchronization, meeting the demands of real production scenarios such as advertising, film concepts, e-commerce, and gaming.
So, altogether, as more and more of these companies appear, there's basically no money in what they're doing whatsoever. And it basically loses the jobs of several million people across the globe who are in production service to make different types of presentations. So now that the AI is intervening in this world, every single person can be the producer, the director, the star, and they can basically steal from everything that's happened before by the simple inputting of text into a keyboard, and then a video, or a picture, or a story, or an entire Hollywood movie, all within a half hour or so. So this will change the dynamic of everything. Will people still want to be entrained by entertainment, all directed by an AI unknown? Or will they decide to claim their own mastery? Is yet to be seen.
And now, an explanation of the three knowns. There are three knowns that we can contend with in the journey of knowing thyself: the known knowns, the known unknowns, the unknown unknowns. When we let our behavior and focus lean on known knowns predominantly, then we are only choosing one out of our three obligations to know thyself. Our natural assembly in stories is of the three knowns, and they must be explored to know thyself.